We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Sinema caves, DeSantis stands up for crime victims, China retaliates for Taiwan visit, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. Senator Kyrsten Sinema, the Democrat from Arizona, said that she will move forward with the Democrats' Inflation Reduction Act after party leaders agreed to drop a $14 billion tax increase on some wealthy investors and adjust a new 15% minimum tax on corporations. Sinema was the last Democratic holdout after party leaders reached an unexpected deal with another moderate, Senator Joe Manchin, the Democrat from West Virginia. Provided the Senate's top rules official signs off on the plan, Democrats will be able to try to approve the Inflation Reduction Act as soon as this weekend using a process known as reconciliation, which requires a simple majority and allows Democrats to sidestep a Republican filibuster. With the Senate split 50-50, Democrats can't afford any defections. The Nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, the Nonpartisan Joint Committee on Taxation, and 250 economists have already come forward to say this bill will do nothing to alleviate inflation. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis on Thursday suspended Hillsborough County State Attorney Andrew Warren for stating that he will not uphold Florida's laws. DeSantis said the Tampa prosecutor has put himself publicly above the law. The Republican governor's removal of the twice-elected Democrat sparked sharp criticism from Democratic state lawmakers. State Senate Minority Leader Lauren Book said DeSantis was behaving more like a dictator than America's governor. And Nikki Field, a Democratic candidate for governor, said Warren's suspension was a politically motivated attack on a universally respected state attorney, democratically elected to exercise prosecutorial discretion. Prosecutorial discretion has been a phrase that many left-leaning prosecutors have hid behind when they refuse to lock up criminals and charge properly. Former Puerto Rican Governor Wanda Vazquez was arrested Thursday on bribery charges. Vazquez, 62, is accused of plotting the bribe scheme with a former FBI agent, a Venezuelan Italian bank owner, and a political consultant, according to the Justice Department. Vazquez allegedly ousted a high-ranking government official in exchange for more than $300,000 for her unsuccessful 2020 campaign. Vazquez, the second woman to serve as Puerto Rico's governor, was elevated to the job in 2019 after protests forced out her predecessor, and she once promised to fight corruption. No one is above the law, and the victim of this crime, the people, deserve better. Joseph Gonzalez, special agent in charge of the FBI's San Juan field office, said in a statement. The number of Americans applying for jobless benefits rose last week to 260,000 from 254,000 the previous week, according to the Labor Department. The 4-week average, which evens out fluctuations and gives a more accurate picture of layoffs, climbed to 254,750. The total number of people collecting unemployment benefits rose by 48,000 to 1,416,000. This despite a stronger than expected jobs report. Total non-farm payroll employment rose by 528,000 in July, and the unemployment rate edged down to 3.5%, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. The edge down is primarily due to the dropping of the participation rate to 62.1%. China has said it is canceling or suspending dialogue with the United States on a range of issues, from climate change to military relations and anti-drug efforts, in retaliation for a visit this week to Taiwan by U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. The measures, which come amid cratering relations between Beijing and Washington, are the latest in a promised series of steps intended to punish the U.S. for allowing the visit to the island it claims as its own territory to be annexed by force if necessary. China on Thursday launched threatening military exercises in 6 zones just off Taiwan's coasts that it says will run through Sunday. China has also announced sanctions against House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and her family. China's foreign ministry spokesman announced the sanctions on Friday, calling Pelosi's visit to Taiwan an egregious provocation and a gross interference into the country's internal affairs. This despite the fact that Pelosi has had no influence on Taiwan and is not the first representative of the U.S. to visit Taiwan this year. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Audible, and platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.